What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Y'all see this smile on my face? That's because I'm happy. I'm happy. Why am I happy? Because Insecure is back. Insecure season 4, episode 1, low key feeling myself. After a year or so that it's been off, it is back, and I was not disappointed with this episode. Okay. I'm surprised that they did an episode jump, like a year jump or whatever, since they've been gone for the year, but they literally picked up where it left off last year. The last time we seen it last season. And I say that because Tiffany's still pregnant. She ain't even had the baby yet. But the episode starts off, we see, this gloomy little set with a lot of different places and things from that's noticeable from different places in Crenshaw or Slauson, California, that people know about, like the Randy's Donut thing and some other stuff. And then it starts off with this lady Rose Cranberry, played by Terry Vaughn, aka Lavita Alizé Jenkins. Okay, she's playing the reporter, doing this special on this girl named Latoya, who went to go to Red Lobster to get some Cheddar Bay biscuits and never showed up. So they trying to figure out, is she murdered? Is she not? What's going on with that? This will be the show within the show that always happen each season. And so far it's good, because as I'm looking at it, you got Portia then popped up from Real Housewives of Atlanta. You got Ray J popping up. You got Cole from Martin popping up. So that was funny in itself. Okay, then we get back to Issa. We see Issa laying on her couch. She's got her little place at the the property manager at the property that she's staying at. And she on the phone with somebody, and she was like, yeah, Molly, I don't really fuck with her no more. I said, wait a minute. You don't start the episode off like that. Molly and Issa was the two homegirls that we came to love. You know what I'm saying? And what happened to that bond? Now, see, we saw on season 1 when they had that little falling out at the end. All right, but then they got back together. You know what I'm saying? And friends go through phases like that sometimes. But I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? I guess that's what we're gonna find out, because next thing you know, it goes right back to, I guess, them, showing what's gonna happen and leading up to what happens. Molly and Issa, they're doing their daily, not daily, but their Sunday yoga, Sunday fun day yoga thing, smoking weed or whatever. Molly comes over there to Issa place, and they're having a good time, and just reflecting on how each of their lives are going. Molly fucking around with Andrew, okay. Issa, she was like, listen, regardless of the fact that I ain't got no man, I ain't got no real job, but I'm really out here doing what I gotta do, and I'm happy. And I love to see the fact that Issa is in a much better place than what she was in the last couple of seasons that we seen her. She seems more fulfilled, she seems more happy and more energized about doing the work that she wants to do. Okay. Let's talk about the fact that Mama don't really smoke weed like that, because we know not to let shit go to waste the way that she did. You just don't sit the shit down just anywhere. You about to burn the goddamn mat up and everything. No, we don't do that, okay? But then, we see her going and it's looking bomb and shit. I said, come on, Issa. Issa then stepped it up with the fashions and everything. I said, all right, bitch, make me look like this quarantine wear, so I really don't give a fuck. But okay, y'all sitting there with regular shit on too, probably with your bonnets on and your do-rags on. So we all to the good. We family at this point. We going through the same shit. But anyway, she meeting up with Condola, because remember in the last season she was trying to get this block party to happen, okay? And then they had that theater in the cemetery thing, movie in the cemetery thing, and she met up with Condola, who actually was a friend of Tiffany's, and they clicked, and she was helping her get this stuff done to get the grants, get the people, and get all this situation. And so that's what they was happening, okay? They was checking off, making sure everything was good, and so far everything is running smoothly. And I can see, and we all can see, that there's a budding friendship that's happening between Condola and Issa. And at first, when I first met Condola, or when we first saw Condola, I was on the fence with her, because we know that Condola is messing around with Lawrence. And at this point, I was like, how is this going to happen? And how is this going to be when Issa finds out that Condola is fucking around with her ex? How is this going to go? You know what I'm saying? It can go either she can be like, fuck this bitch, or she could be like, that's cool, but I can't work with you no more. Or she could be like, listen, we can be cool. It is what it is. That's my ex. You didn't know. I didn't know. Whatever. So That's what we trying to figure out, because she did bring up that she, was talking to somebody. It's been a month because Lawrence wound up texting her in the midst of them having a little sit down. And, East was all happy for her or whatever. And I get why Condola didn't say anything. Condola didn't put out there that she's dating somebody and put the name out there for the simple fact that you don't know where this stuff is going to go. Okay. We only been talking for a month, and within that month, something else can happen, and I can be like, girl, I ain't feeling him, so I ain't even finna introduce him to nobody, or him or her. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really that serious. We still in the phase of trying to see if we really like each other. So I get that. Then we get over here to Molly, okay? Molly and Andrew. Bitch, I'm mad, Andrew. Andrew, who told you to cut your hair? If it was too much, just braid the shit. Your girlfriend know how to braid, okay? She a sister, okay? She know how to put a little couple of cornrows in there. Listen, I don't understand. I mean, he's still cute or whatever, but that hair did something. I'm telling you, the hair is magic on everybody. On everybody. Listen, but they playing a little bowling and they liking each other. And basically we see that their relationship is budding from when we last saw them. Molly was hesitant about being with somebody outside her race, even though on season 1, when we first saw her, she was talking to an Arab dude. Okay. And, now she's loosening up just a little bit. She's feeling Andrew just a little bit. They getting together and all that stuff. Then after that, bitch, they should have said warning. Now, they put at the beginning of the show, when they do the little rating, they said nudity and strong sexual content. Now, when I saw that, I thought, I didn't think this was going to happen. Baby, Issa was being banged the fuck out and banged out and by a chubby nigga. And you know what? You know what? You know what? I'm not even mad at the shit, bitch, because some of y'all niggas look like that. That's how some of these average ass men look like that or whatever. And that's reality. And I'm glad that we are not, we finally getting a little bit more representation up in this bitch, closer to the reality for some of us, okay? Because I feel like if I was straight, I probably would have been with a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? A chubby nigga. It is what it is. We would have tried to make it work. Probably a little slender, but it is what it is. I probably would have dated 1 or 2 in my life. You know what I'm saying? It would have happened. I'm just being fucking real. Okay? Chubby boys and big girls, we need love too, And he was banging that shit out. At least he thought he was doing it. Okay? Issa wasn't getting it from the back. She wasn't getting it from the side. But baby, he hit the jackpot when he did that shit missionary. And I did not need to see his ass. Okay? I did not need to see his ass flapping open and everything like that. I didn't need to see that. Okay? But okay, one for my big boys. Okay? Give it up for my big boys. Anyway. He worked at TSA and he done compensated some Henny and got some weed or whatever for him. And so that's what she working on. I said, all right, he come with benefits and he come with treats. Okay, keep him on the side, East. Then we have Molly, she's out there with Issa and they're at the store. Okay, now I just got through complimenting Issa, saying her fashion's on point or whatever. But come to find out, Issa is literally going to the store, wearing this stuff, and returning it and exchanging it for something else, okay? At first, I was like, why is this white lady just keep on looking at her like, what the hell? Then when I realized what was going on, especially when they got up to the desk and then they got the new stuff, she was like, you can't keep on doing this shit, okay? She is literally exchanging stuff and bringing it back and exchanging it for more stuff. Like, girl, listen. But, she's with Molly and they having girl time again. And once again, she needs a little bit more reassurance about what's going on with this mixer. This mixer is so that she can get sponsors and stuff for this block party, and she don't feel like she can measure up to what Condola is bringing to the table, because Condola bringing all these people or whatever from these big name company, and she only bringing people from Popeyes and the creamery down the street or whatever, and so she worried about that. And Molly was like, girl, you got this, okay? Just calm down, your energy got to be right, you all to the good, don't worry about that. Next thing we know, not Molly, but Issa goes over there to talk to Condola, okay? They making sure everything is all set, checklists and everything. And next thing you know, here comes Tiffany. Tiffany brings her bougie ass in there. And she was like, oh my God, to see that you guys are friends, it's just so great. And Issa like, girl, where you been hiding her at? And of course, Tiffany wants to make it about her. Okay, my baby shower is the one that brought everybody together. Oh my God, it brought you guys together, even though they met at the little cinema at the cemetery first before the baby shower. Okay, and so Condola was like, it was some flowers or whatever on the table, and then Tiffany was talking about the flowers, and then she was like, "Is that from your boo?" And I was like, "Yes, that's from my boo." She was like, "And to be quite honest, your baby shower actually brought me and him together." And then Issa like, "Wait a minute, it really wasn't that many dudes at the baby shower, so what are you talking about?" And so at this point, Issa's mind is rolling, and I'm just like, "Oh shit, here we go." And I said, "Don't tell me Tiffany ass knew." And of course, once again, Tiffany ass knew. Just like Tiffany knew when Lawrence was fucking around with the Chase Bank hoe. Okay? Girl, I said, "Ain't this about a bitch?" She was like, "Yeah, some dude named Lawrence." It was like, "You mean that guy that you said it was just that one time and it really wasn't gonna be nothing?" And she was like, "Yeah, Lawrence, yeah, we still kicking it." And it was like, that's her ex, okay? It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's nothing going on. You know, Issa was kind of acting like she was cool with it, and to be quite honest, it took her back. I'm pretty sure, but I really do feel like she was okay with it. Or am I tripping? Okay, of course, Tiffany hurried up out of there, and Condola was the one that was more like, "Oh shit, like how is this gonna affect our relationship or whatever? We have this budding friendship, and now in this partnership that we're trying to work on, and now it's like, what?" But then Issa goes into one of her little phase out into her little dreamland where she goes back to the actual baby shower where she met them at. And then, she see Condola and Lawrence on the couch fucking. She see Lawrence banging her out on the door. Then the most funniest part about that whole dream sequence, when he was banging Condola from the back on the table. He was like, "You got these tags and this fashion and everything. You probably own this shit." And she was like, "Pop them tags, pop them tags." That shit was hilarious. And he was ripping them shits out. I said, "All right, I see how y'all doing on this." So of course, what's your first thing to do? Issa try to call Molly. Molly not answering the phone. And we see Condola go over there to Lawrence's place. And he got the whole night set up like they finna have this little date night, eating popcorn and all that stuff. And she was like, "I think I'm friends with your ex, okay? Now, which ex are you talking about?" "I'm talking about Issa, all right? That's who I'm talking about." It was like, Issa. It was like, they trying to figure out, is she crazy? How long you been together? And then she didn't realize that they've been together for as long as they have, 5 years. They was together for 5 years, and now you're working with my ex. You're intertwined in our stuff. You're not intertwined in their stuff, but ain't no telling what can be said about him. Ain't no telling what can be said about her. Well, he could probably tell Condola about her. But I'm so glad that he didn't go down that route unless we didn't see that yet. You know? He was like, "Do you want to keep on working with her?" Because she was like, "Should I work with her? You gonna keep on working with her?" He was like, "No, go ahead and keep working with her because it seems like she needs you at this point." Because she does. And I'm glad that at this point, and I'm saying at this point because shit can change further along down the line, that everybody is being a little bit mature about this. Because later we see them get to the actual mixer that is happening at her, apartment complex or whatever. Girl, Trina, the crazy girl that was hearing the ghosts and stuff, she up here trying to hit on Ahmad. We know Ahmad gay as hell. She said her baby daddy gay, so it don't matter. And I said, "Oops." I know that was supposed to be funny, but somebody baby daddy. And let me stop. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But somebody living that truth right now, okay, and they just don't know it. Anyway, I'm dead ass serious. It happens, y'all know that. And so, Condola shows up and it's awkward. Issa trying to keep the air light, but of course Condola is a little awkward. She couldn't even finish her date with Lawrence because she needed to process everything. And then Molly on her way with Andrew. Lawrence was supposed to come, but he's not gonna come. Molly with Andrew and finds out that Andrew dating other chicks, and so she in her feelings because Molly is developing feelings for this boy, and Molly is about to Molly things up. And I just see it as soon as this happened. I said, "Oh Lord, not in the first episode." Molly is about to Molly things up, and this is where I start to feel a way about Molly and not in the positive. So the mixer is finally happening. Everybody's showing up. Issa got TSA Boo as her, security. He's supposed to hype up everybody when they get there. Molly get there. Condola is awkward because Condola, Tiffany, and Paula J. Parker, she's playing this character named Cheryl, who is also one of the business owners out there, and they're out there talking. They always do business with the PR firm that Tiffany and Condola is with. And so, Issa looking back at them, she talking to Kelly. Kelly on the bar, okay? Kelly being Kelly, and she trying to talk to her about the whole situation, but not saying exactly what the situation is between Condola and her. Like, should you keep on working with somebody ex and stuff like that? I said, why would you ask Kelly that? Because Kelly can't be serious for shit, okay? She's talking about some, I already did that shit. I put my ex in jail. She cool or whatever, but even though I set her up, she's still my pen pal. But but Issa do go over there to them, and of course Tiffany keep on trying to say that she didn't know. Tiffany, I feel like you was a goddamn lie, okay, bitch, you knew what was going on. But anyway, she introduced her to Cheryl, and she's going around with this mixer trying to get all this business and tell them different vendors what's going on in her mission or whatever, but she keeps hitting roadblocks with certain people. Oh, they want to know the political aspect, they want to know the metric brand aspects, they want to know, is it fun, is it non-political, and stuff like that. Then you got Ahmad over there with Trina little crazy ass playing Kikaya's all my ladies pop that pussy like this. Bitch, say what you want about that crazy trash ass bitch, but that song goes every fucking time, okay? I will never deny that. But they was like, that's not this type of that's not this type of event. You got the crazy neighbor coming out, another neighbor coming out being upset that this is happening and talking about a parking space when he ain't even got no car. You got Kelly talking about one of the sponsors over there, Spencer, he wanna fuck for $5,000. How I take one for the team, even though she probably gonna do it anyway. Girl, I said, Issa, don't let this shit get you down. Then the potty, it starts messing up. So this gets her to, let me get the attention off of everything else that's going on and show these people exactly the reason why I need their help to get this block party going on and why I need them here. Okay. And so she give her little speech, and at the end of the speech, Cheryl, she's convinced she wants to, work on her team. And Cheryl said something about, she's seen some of these black vendors at the cemetery screening, and she was like, it's just like, that's how it is with these black vendors in LA. Once we see one, we swap them out for another one. We always sharing and everything. And that's the same thing that's going on, unfortunately, between Condola and Issa, because they're sharing a nigga, okay? Or Issa had Lawrence and now Condola got Lawrence, okay? And they're friends, But I don't blame the situation on either Issa nor I don't blame none of the parties. I'll get to that in a second. Because at this point, Molly, when Molly first get there and Molly and Issa had their first interaction at the show, at the event, she pissed me off because she once again turned the event. She could have waited until afterwards, And it really wasn't much, but something about it, just because I know how Molly is, she came in and she mollied the situation yet again. And then she mollied it again later on at the end of the episode. She came in telling, Issa's excited about what's going on, and she breaks into that talking about her issue with Andrew. Oh, he dating other people. How should I feel about that? Should I be upset? And Molly is like, who gives a shit? Okay, let him do that. Unless you really feeling him, and that's what it is. She can't come to the terms that she actually has feelings for Andrew, okay? And then later on, after Molly does find out from Tiffany what was going on between Condola and Issa and Lawrence, she's telling Issa, so you really gonna still be friends with her? You still were gonna be working with her, whatever? She was like, yeah, she cool, I'm cool, whatever. And it was like, listen, Issa, you crave, your life don't have to be this messy, okay? And it seems like you crave this stuff, okay? And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. How are you the messiest life up in, like, you can't get your shit together for nothing. This is coming, you have your nerves to tell somebody that they crave messy in their life when you literally went through a whole season and a half where you was up here fucking a married man and getting upset at the fact that you didn't know that he had to go to his wife, and then the fact that he got the wife pregnant. Okay, that's some messy shit. You willingly got into that and you trying to tell her what she doing. You can't keep a relationship to save your life. Okay, an honorable mention, they did ask could Nathan come, but she said no. Okay, but yeah, and I just felt like the way Molly came off to Issa, it's like because she wasn't having a good time or she was going through some mess and she couldn't admit her feelings for Andrew. So now let me make Issa feel bad. It feels as if Molly comes off like a hater. If something is going wrong with her, she wants everybody else around her to be having something wrong and not be as happy or be in a miserable boat that she in too. Especially Issa. And that's probably why they ain't fucking with each other when we saw it at the beginning. I said, Molly, you got your nerves. But the question is, if you was in a situation like Issa, Lawrence, and Molly, not Condola, what would you do? Would you continue to be cool with the Condola if you were Issa? And how would you feel if you was Lawrence? Okay? Because at this point, I honestly feel like if Issa is over Lawrence and moved on, and Lawrence can move on, I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem with, them being together. Now, if Condola knew about Issa, if Condola and Issa were friends prior to this and knew about Lawrence and then they still fucked around, then it would be an issue. But none of the parties knew. None of the parties knew about each other. So that's why I'm saying it's not really that much of an issue unless they're going to make it an issue. But you guys, this episode was cute. I liked it. It kept me laughing. A strong return after being gone for so long. But you guys tell me how you felt about it and answer that question. And how do you feel about Molly? All right. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.